What is going on, everyone? Platinum Beast coming at you with yet another video. Today, we are going to be talking about Palladium. So, let's get into it. Okay, guys, so I've gotten some questions recently about Palladium. So this is my only Palladium piece, and there's really a good reason for that, somewhat. I really want to get a Palladium Eagle, but I have not made that leap yet. So right now, this is all the Palladium I have in my stack. But I want to talk about Palladium today because I've gotten questions about it, and yeah. So I made a video a while back, way in the beginning of my YouTube career, I guess. And I talked a little bit about Palladium, but I wanted to make a new video talking about Palladium for all of the new followers that I have gained thus far. So I have this half-ounce Palladium ballerina that I picked up at spot from a private sale individual. And the thing about and the weight of Palladium is cool. It's a lot like platinum. But the thing about Palladium in general, in regards to buying it, I think that there is potential for it to go back up, right? It is not currently sitting at its all-time high. And so I think there's potential for it to go back up. Now, I want to say that it is highly volatile. So there is potential for it to go down. The auto manufacturers are discussing whether or not they want to switch back to platinum instead of Palladium because of its overall price hike. Now, I think Palladium's rarity is something to take into account. It is extremely rare. I mean, it doesn't really get much rarer than this. There's things like rhodium and things like that, but Palladium that is easily attainable and is minted in coin form is very hard to get. Now, one thing I want to mention about Palladium is Palladium is slowly becoming an investment metal. And what I mean by that is with the US Mint making Palladium coins and the Canadian Mint making Palladium coins and other mints starting to get into that area, I think more and more people are starting to see this as an actual investment metal. Now, that's not to say the price will only go up, because all metals have had major dips and major increases in price. But if you want to pick up some Palladium for the deep stack, and I mean deep stack that just doesn't ever get sold, basically, it wouldn't be a bad buy, in my opinion. So if you pay, like, say you pay $3,000 for a Palladium Eagle, which is about the going rate, maybe a little less, and it tanks, right? Well, I would just keep that coin till I literally died and just pass it down to my kids, because, you know, a lot of people were not looking at Palladium a few years ago, and they didn't even realize it probably even existed, especially not in the investment side of things. But overall, I think its rarity, which it's way more rare than platinum, could come in handy in the future. Because again, just like platinum, there could be potential future uses that we are unaware of, right? And it could possibly increase in value and spot price. Now, if you have a Palladium Eagle and you buy like a 2018, 2017 Palladium Eagle and you keep it for 100 years, I don't care if the metal's worthless. The coin will be worth something, right? The mintage on the Palladium Eagle coins are very low. I'm not sure of the mintage on these ballerina coins, but I would assume they are very low too, because they're somewhat hard to come by in the second-hand market. And this coin in particular has a date of 1990. So this coin is already 30 years old. I don't know what premium that attaches to that. I paid spot for this, and I paid for this at spot when spot was much lower. What my strategy is for Palladium is to just kind of wait and see. I have debated flipping this for a profit and getting myself a 1 ounce Palladium Eagle instead. But we will see where that goes depending on what I have in the future. But I take a middle of the road kind of approach to Palladium. It might go up, it might go down. If I buy more, I'm holding it forever, basically. Palladium would not be a metal I would sell without making a profit. So if I need to sell something and Palladium is way down, I'm not selling the Palladium. I will sell the shirt off my back before I take a loss on something as big as that. If I buy a silver coin for $20 and it goes down to $18, okay, I'll take a couple bucks loss, but I'm not going to take an extreme loss on a Palladium Eagle. So if Palladium goes back down, it's just going to sit in the safe until I die. So that's my approach on Palladium, guys. It's a very unique metal. It's a very rare metal. It doesn't hurt to have just a little bit in the stack for diversity's sake, just like I do, because there is potential for it. A lot of people will tell you there's not. A lot of people will tell you cars are going away. A lot of people will tell you it only has industrial uses. And that is one somewhat true fact about Palladium. 85% of its uses are in the industrial side of things. But I want to let everyone know that probably back in 1997 when they were making Platinum Eagles for the first time, I would guess that most of Platinum's use was in the industrial field. Now, only 40% of Platinum's use is used in industry. The rest is either jewelry, medical field, or investment. So I would guess that when platinum coins were first made, people probably went all over them because it was the first time ever that the U.S. Mint made platinum coins. But its uses and it's the way it's viewed and the reason it's purchased today, 20-something years later after they made the first Platinum Eagle, has changed quite a bit, and that could potentially happen for Palladium as well. Now, what we saw was platinum broke over $2,000 an ounce a while ago. Right now, it's sitting below $1,000 an ounce, so that's half. If Palladium breaks in half, that still has value, right? If the auto manufacturers switch back from platinum or from Palladium to platinum, we will find out what the bottom is for Palladium because it won't be being used in cars anymore, and its spot price will be affected because of that. But I think its investment side of things will still hold some value, and its rarity side of things will also be seen as valuable as well because, again, this is a unique metal just like platinum, and its potentials for future uses in all different areas of the world could create demand again for it. Now, demand right now is extremely high. Supply is low because it's rare. If demand is low, supply will still be low because it's still rare. So I don't think it's ever just going to be worthless. But yeah, guys, that's my take on Palladium. I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for future videos on platinum, Palladium, and other things. And until next time, guys, we will see you.